Yeah, that's why.
This is the important tab. Oh, it's been a really long time since the Sweets streamed, huh? Since before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I wonder if something's going on.
Maybe Breeze has found himself really busy with all this new World Collide stuff.
Maybe.
I still have to watch that.
Yeah, me too. Cat. Personal space.
Maybe Breeze has found himself really busy with all this World Collide stuff.
I'm watching a commercial for A Dog's Journey. And also cuddling the cat. Oh, God. Is it the doctor?
Oh, so yeah, that was my phone.
Yeah. And here we were. For sure we were dying.
Yeah, I guess it would sound different considering I'm hearing it from a quote unquote distance, but since I'm using my phone to Skype, and the phone has its own mic, and the buzzer and the vibrate goes on like right then and there. It's like that's right. Puts it into perspective, I guess.
It's pretty neat.
That was a fun noise.
Yeah. And welcome to another edition of Sweets Potato Wrestling Federation presents Monday Night Mash.
Oh, hey, Kathleen.
It's the Monday Mash.
Yep, Monday Mash. We have our very special guest, Tyler, with us again this week. Thanks for joining us, Tyler.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. And also, we have Raven with us. Thank you, Raven, for joining us.
Hey, guys.
So I guess we'll start off with the news from last week.
Love news.
Couple of points of news. Aaron Adams and the Villain won the Combo Pack men's tag team titles. Congratulations to them. JJ won the Money in the Bank for the women's. Our Potato in the Sack contract. Very important, Tyler won the men's Money in the Bank. Men's Potato in the Sack contract. So both of them get to have a title shot whenever they'd like.
Woo.
Also, another
Very
piece
exciting.
of news from last week is Keith Cruz suffered a minor injury.
Oh, no.
He's still cleared for competition, but the threat of further injury should concern him, and I'm sure it's weighing heavy on his mind.
Poor Keith.
Yes.
Considering we had 2 ladder matches last week, and I remember a lot of people getting busted over them. So with all that in mind, I'm surprised only one person got injured, and it was a minor injury at that.
Yeah.
A very good point, and a lot of Extreme Rules matches last week as well.
And there was a whole lot of no one wrestling in the ring.
But with all those people wrestling, you talk about how we've had all these matches last week. So many people wrestling. One of the people who wasn't wrestling, who wasn't booked, is one of our participants in this opening match. One Mr. Dwight.
Dwight Fairfield. He's,
Yeah,
he's something.
he is something. If you were here with us last week, you'll remember that he ran in and interfered on a couple of matches. And one of those matches he interfered with was David King's match, and the champ was not happy about it, needless to say. So he requested this match, and management approved. So we will see how this goes, because the champ is not happy, needless to
Is
say.
this match for the title?
It's not a title match.
Okay.
I wouldn't imagine the King handing a title match freely to someone he views so lowly like Dwight.
Right.
Kathleen says we're echoing me and Tyler.
Yeah, I think I just fixed it. Let me know if it's still going on. It should
How about
stop
now,
there.
Kathleen?
And hello to, I think if I'm reading this correctly, Tobias Cookie 12. I apologize if I got that wrong.
It looks like the last cookie to me.
What's up, Cookie?
Yeah, we'll just go with Cookie. That's a lot easier.
Yep.
I like cookie.
Welcome to the stream. I met Cookie recently over on Tom's stream.
Oh, we love Tom here.
Yep.
And there's Allie.
Hey.
Hey, Allie.
Welcome, Allie.
Yes. Yeah, Kathleen says seems that we're clear as far as echoes go.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
Kathleen.
Welcome, Allie. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining in. First match of the night is going to be an exciting match, fueled by controversy from last week.
I remember last week, Chris and Darth were debating how David King would react to his interference. Whether one person thought that they find Dwight's brazen attacks to be impressive and invite him into this turf war, while the other thought that you can't trust Dwight if he's going to be a loose cannon like this. We'll see, perhaps after this match, how David King used Dwight.
Yep, I think this match will go a long ways in giving us an answer to that.
And I think regardless of how, whether he sees as a positive or negative what Dwight did, he can't let his attack slide. So he definitely has retribution and some positive punishment on his mind.
Absolutely. And I'm
Allie,
sure
we
that's what
appreciate
this
your
match is all
sacrifice.
about.
That means a lot, considering I know how much you love those edits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the champion entering first, huh?
Interesting. With his new associate, Meg Thomas, or realigned associate.
One has to wonder just what their relationship is.
It's a curious one, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you later, Kathleen.
We miss you already.
But yeah, we do know that there is some history between David King and Meg Thomas, and Dwight Fairfield.
Yeah.
Actually,
These three all have a lot of history.
Yeah,
despite
definitely.
that, you have two on one side, on one page, and Dwight on another page. So I don't know if those three will ever reunite. Here comes Dwight.
Full Dwargle.
Fresh blood on his shirt. Seems to be a recurring trend with him.
Kathleen.
Good old Dwight.
I think Dwight has a lot to prove here tonight. I mean, he had those two hit and run attacks, but can he can he do the same when he's face to face with the champ, David King?
Look, everyone, it's Jenny.
Welcome, Jenny.
Straight right. David King not wasting any time. Those 2 right hands and a drop kick to Dwight.
One has to wonder if Dwight has done things in the past to make David King upset with him.
But Dwight definitely seems that kind of like that kind of person who easy to get under your skin.
Maybe he left David King hanging somewhere.
Yeah, maybe he ditched them. That seems like a Dwight thing to do.
That does seem like a Dwight thing to do.
The Dwight ditch. That sounds like something, right?
Yep. Definitely does.
Ooh, if I had to guess what Jenny is buying right now, I would have to say potatoes.
French fried potatoes. Dwight not backing down from the champ, though.
Very uncharacteristic of Dwight, showing no fear in the face of the champ. And you see Meg Thomas.
I was gonna say, is Meg gonna get involved?
It almost looked like it.
I believe this is normal rule. So if Meg were to interfere, that would be a disqualification. Am I correct?
You are correct.
David King just driving that knee right into the face of Dwight. And not only does David King have, something to prove here, cover. Not only does he have something to prove here to Dwight, but he also a win here would also send a message to the entity. We all know that battle is looming over the horizon. A victory would definitely Dwight with that disrespect.
Dwight is a disrespectful dude.
Like I was saying, a win here would just, would definitely help with that, build momentum for that upcoming battle with the entity.
Oh, yes, 100% true. Hey, what's up, Chellers? Welcome.
Hey, Chellers.
Dwight's actually looking impressive.
So not potatoes, says Jenny. Look at that. Just working the arm and the neck of the King, who's Dwight.
Ooh, he just split open the forehead of the champ.
Oh, maybe she's buying new shoes.
As if David King wasn't angry enough. I mean, busting him open it's not gonna
improve Dwight's situation.
Not at all.
Wow, barely a 1 count. Match has gone on longer than I expected it would.
Yeah, I expected Dwight to be dead right off the start.
This might be the beginning of the end. David King looks to be firing up this quick slew of offense.
What a counter by Dwight.
I think you can call Dwight whatever you want, but one thing you absolutely do have to call him is Survivor.
Yeah.
He does. He might not win all the time, but he does last as long as he can. Oh, wow! What a Hurricane Rana out of nowhere.
Amazing. He's setting up for something.
But what? Oh, wow.
We saw him hit this last week. Right in the back of the head and the neck of the King, and that might be it.
Wow!
Wow!
Unbelievable!
Dwight Fairfield with a victory over our champion, David King.
Just like that. Like we saw last week.
Shame is not going to be happy.
Unbelievable.
Someone who is going to be happy with this has to be the entity. I mean, not taking anything away from Dwight, but to see the King lose like that, I mean, I think the entity must be really happy with that.
I feel like I would be channeling shame if I mentioned that maybe David King didn't put his all into this match because the title was not on the line.
Typical excuses.
Does sound like something the champ would say, or at least his spokesperson.
Uh-huh. Though I
Just makes
think,
me
I think
makes me
Dwight
wish he was
after
here
that title-
today.
I kind of half
He
expected
definitely
a
might
run
have a
in with the
claim to
potato
that.
in the sack holder there, to be honest with you.
Allie, I have not watched Breeze's match yet because I was watching Game of Thrones. It's on my list to watch for today, though.
You know, Dwight fashions himself as a leader. Maybe, going to what you were saying earlier, you might want that title to further prove his leadership qualities.
I would say that Dwight has definitely proved thyself today.
I mean,
Yes,
pinning the
he's
champ,
certainly
that's no small feat. Yeah, he might say that, Kathleen. Even cowards get lucky sometimes.
Yep, that is definitely a thing he would say.
And I really wish Shane was here just so I could get his live reaction saved forever on this stream. That would have been great.
I do feel like someone should take a video of Shane watching the stream of this, just so we have it for the records.
And I'm gonna need Red to. We're gonna have to ask Red to do that for us. But for now, next match, we have two newcomers, Catherine and Isabel, going down in an Extreme Rules match.
Catherine's made by Kit Kat Cadillac, and Isabel's made by Mandy, which is Darth Barton's wife.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Both of these ladies had their debut last week, and both of them won, actually, if I remember correctly. So, speaking of Kit Kat's
She's here just in time.
Just in time. Wait, no, it was 2 weeks ago. I believe it was 2 weeks ago they both made their debut. Or was it? Maybe it was last week. In any case, they made their debuts recently, and both coming off wins. This should be a very promising match, indicating the possible future of the women's division.
One of these two will no longer have an undefeated streak after tonight.
High stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, and Extreme Rules, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
is Extreme Rules. You might say that Catherine came to play.
You could say that.
From Houston, Texas, the Rebels, Catherine.
So if I remember correctly, Catherine managed to defeat Valerie her debut. Very impressive win over established SPWF superstar.
Yes, you are correct. Catherine beat Valerie last week, and Isabel beat the current champ, Kat.
And her
Hard.
opponent,
I was about to say, what could possibly have been more impressive than beating Valerie in your debut? Well, maybe what Isabel did, which was defeat the champ, just like you said. Which is exactly what Isabel did.
Two very impressive starts from these two newcomers.
As Darth Barton was alluding to last week, the back of Isabel's jacket, the logo of the Straight Edge Syndicate on it, possible ties to that group, but we're not sure about that yet. Perhaps in the future, their relationship, if any, will become more clear.
Allie wants to know if Matt got his requested match.
The main
yes,
event.
I believe the card said that main event, right?
Yep, the
Matt
main
Montgomery
event is
versus
slated to be an
VIP.
Iron Man match. Matt Montgomery versus very important Tyler.
Ooh.
Non-title, non-potato in the sack match.
Can't steal
Here.
the briefcase.
Right, no stealing the briefcase.
Here we see Isabel and Catherine both had Hurricane Ranas, and both to a big start. Catherine getting a ladder.
Wasted no
All
time to
those
go for a
extreme
weapon.
rolls.
Ooh, Russian leg sweep right onto that ladder. So Catherine bring that ladder immediately backfired on her. Pun somewhat intended. Drop kick right to the back by Catherine. Oof. Hurricane Rana driver spiking Isabel face first.
Allie is seeming to threaten that Matt might steal the briefcase and fill it full of spray foam. She's only kidding. Maybe.
She better be.
Wow, she jumped over the top rope to come out of the ring after Catherine.
She wants her.
I guess she wasn't happy that Catherine pulled that ladder out from under the ring to try and use against her.
Well, we saw examples of it last week in Isabel's athleticism, one of the most athletic women on the SPWF roster. And, what a neck breaker, right onto the pallets. Eating those pallets is Catherine.
Maybe they're delicious. Allie wants to warn us that Matt's crazy and not even she knows what he's going to do tonight.
Well, even if he does steal the briefcase, that doesn't make him Mr. Potato in the sack. I can tell you that.
But that's the truth. He has to earn that.
Isabel, another corner drop kick to the back of Catherine. And Catherine, that Fez breast just slamming Isabel onto the mat. Would that be enough?
How did a two
Quite.
count?
Big splash off the top rope from Catherine.
Oh, I thought she was going up there again. She said she's going for another weapon.
Maybe she's hoping
Oh.
this sledgehammer. Hopefully this works out better for her than the ladder did. But Isabel getting that right out of her hands right away. What a fisherman driver from Isabel,
Oh,
followed by standing moonsault.
moonsault.
It makes him a man, Allie. I wouldn't necessarily say a better man. A man. No one can take that away from him.
Oh, she's
As-
setting
as-
up for something.
This might be the beginning of the end for Catherine. That leg hook reverse SDO. She might be out.
I hope she's far enough away from the ropes.
Too.
Wow.
Ooh.
That was close.
Yeah,
Allie
just-
says
I
he's
think
the man around here. David King, who?
that the ref getting to position might have saved Catherine there that extra second.
Yeah, he had to go all the way around.
Yes, he was definitely far out of position to start that. So. Oh, now Catherine's setting up for something big. Oh,
There's a cradle DDT. Now, will that be enough? Ref in position
That
this
looks like a
time.
rope break to me.
well, Extreme Rules.
Not enough. Just barely got her shoulder up in time, and it looks like she's gonna go for it again.
These ladies
Get up.
are relentless today.
Wow.
Another cradle DDT. That's gotta be it. 2 back-to-back.
Back-to-back finishers, and it definitely
There we
finished
go.
Isabel. Our winner, Catherine. Congratulations to Kit Kat Cadillac. Nice job on the win.
These two ladies were out of control tonight.
Catherine's the one who remains undefeated in SPWF. here's that leg hook reverse STO that that very well could have won the match for Isabel had the ref been in better position. I mean, look at that. Look,
Yeah, he
that's
took
one
so
whole,
much time getting around.
It's one whole count right there. I think that was the first cradle DDT. Almost, ref conveniently in position that time, but it's not enough. Wasn't enough at that point in time. Big win for Catherine.
Yep, absolutely. She's coming in and just showing everyone that she means business here. She's not messing around. Up next, another normal match. James Wolfe versus Chris Jr.
What is normal?
Yeah.
Former SPWF men's champion James Wolfe.
That's true.
And taking on Chris Jr., who's one of the top names in the men's division for sure.
Yep, James Wolfe made by Salty Colonel, and Chris Jr. of course is my clone. Two big guys, heavy hitters.
Looks like Allie's going for Chris.
She is booing James Wolfe.
Still not happy about that debut loss. I take it because
She's salty.
it was James Wolfe who beat Matt Montgomery in his debut, correct?
I believe so.
Welcome, Barton.
Hey, it's Darth. Chris wins or we riot, apparently.
Allie says he beat up my dude.
Pretty good, Darth. We had you missed the upset of the night so far. Dwight actually beat the champ, David King.
Kathleen assures us that she is definitely on Chris's side, though she might be a little biased.
I couldn't imagine why.
Right.
You just missed Catherine and Isabel's match. Catherine pulling out the victory in the end there against Isabel.
Isabel can blame a certain out of position ref for that one, I think. But that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what Raven was saying, that Dwight definitely has claim to a title shot when you pin the champ. Very decisively, I might add.
Man, I'm so glad Darth is here. I was afraid he wouldn't make it with work and everything.
Yeah. It's always good to see friends dropping by, being able to squeeze in an appearance, even when they're at work. Always appreciated.
Yeah, Darth, that's what I said. Shame will not be a happy camper.
It just would have been. I just wish he was here so he could have seen it in person.
I would have liked to hear his reaction.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, Chellers. We need to have a visual on how upset he is when he sees this.
Well, reaction videos are all the rage. So a shame reaction video to tonight's action sell like hotcakes.
Oh, so worth it.
Yeah, glad you could stop in, buddy. Appreciate it.
We always like seeing him.
Good time with Darth.
And Chris has a creepy mask.
Speaking of the dark side, here we have Chris emerging from the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Carrying his little lantern.
You know, for safety.
He still needs to be able to see. I imagine that mask probably obscures his vision even more.
Yeah, I would think.
I wonder how he gets into the ring with that thing.
Just like that, apparently.
Surprise.
Tell us more about this surprise, Darth. Is it a surprise for us or a surprise for you?
Or is that what you were talking about earlier? Who needs to be able to see, says Allie.
I kind of hope the surprise is pizza.
Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, man, what a spear from James Wolfe. Cutting Chris nearly in half.
Bell barely had a chance to ring.
Chris responded with that snap suplex. He's not going to go down that easily. Well,
Darth
might take a
what he
kick
was
like
talking
might take a
about
kick
earlier.
like that. Oh, okay.
Oh, working that hand.
Stomping on the hand. That's some viciousness from the alpha James Wolfe.
If James Wolfe breaks that hand, how's Chris going to carry that lantern?
Chris will use his other hand.
Unheard of. Fireman's carry.
Oh.
Dropping him right on the ropes. DDT right to the leg. He's just giving Chris a hand.
Oh, Allie.
That was Darth. Oh well, they both went for the same joke.
Uh-huh.
Darth beat him just by seconds. Speaking of beating, Chris is laying one down on James Wolfe right now, but James with that uppercut into the stunner.
Oh.
Stunner out of nowhere. All the best stunners are out of nowhere.
Yeah, Chellers, welcome to Comedy Hour here.
Always a good time here. Always with the jokes and puns and everything else.
Puns are my favorite.
Double knees right to the back of Chris. It looked like James Wolfe might have been going for another stunner, but Chris counters out of it.
Wow.
DDT.
Could hear that all the way from up here.
What's Chris got in mind? Looks like he's setting up for something. Chokeslam into the backbreaker.
Oof.
That might be it. Going for that cover.
Oh! Only a two count.
2.5. Chris almost stealing a win right there with that chokeslam backbreaker, but not enough to take down Wolfe. Oh, and another spear.
Chellers, we will happily give you corny jokes at any hour.
Barely a
Ref
one
out of
count.
position. Ref out of position, only count of one.
Bye, Darth. Eat lots of candy for us.
See you later, Darth.
See ya, Darth.
He's just sitting there watching him. Oh.
Working on that arm is James Wolfe. Man, it's like a DT or something. Drop him face first, but not enough to take down Chris.
Oh, he's setting up for something big, though. Wow.
Former champion not messing around today.
That elevated power bomb onto the Chris. That might be it. 2.
Two
Oh.
count.
Not
Chris is not
Chris.
giving up that easily.
James Wolfe barely surviving that chokeslam backbreaker. Chris just barely surviving that power bomb. Now we have an ankle lock.
If the ref would get out of the way. Oh,
Chris kicks him off. Oh, eats a boot.
he got out of it and is into trouble. Oh no.
Drops Chris again, face first.
Looks like it's going to be about the end. What, is he pulling him over for the dirty pin? Yep, of course he is.
Dirty pin.
Chris throws him off at a 1 count.
Chris ain't having none of that.
I don't know if the ref also might have saw it. Maybe he stopped his count. But either way, this match continues. Chris showing off that power. Ooh, just dropping.
Went right on
James.
his face.
Dropping James Wolfe with a gorilla press.
I agree, Allie. This ref is stupid. He's been out of position multiple times tonight.
Now, why did he... Chris just letting him gain his composure back.
What's James Wolfe doing? Got a pump handle right into like that STO it looked like. Not enough to take down Chris. Cutter.
Wow.
From out of nowhere. And that cut open Chris, but will be enough to get the win.
It will.
It is. James
Former
Wolfe.
champ. James Wolfe is your winner.
That cutter. Out of nowhere.
And Chris put up a great fight tonight, too. It's not like he just let James Wolfe win.
Absolutely not.
It was a match for the record books.
Literally. Write that down, Kathleen.
The
She's
chat.
not happy.
Chat is voicing their disapproval.
Yep, everyone's not happy.
Here is your winner, James Alpha.
Except for maybe Salty Cornell once he finds out that his man comes out with a victory here tonight.
It's been a couple weeks since we've seen him, but I'm sure he'll be thrilled to know that he's still holding court here.
Yep, absolutely.
They say that I said earlier that the best stunners are out of nowhere. Same thing with the cutters. The best cutters are out of nowhere too.
Yeah, you can't know that those sort of thing are coming. You just gotta take it as it comes. The surprise is the best part of it, I think.
If you were here last week, you'll remember that we had our first ever tag team match, and it was a 4-tag team tornado tag match for the belt, the combo pack. And the last 3 people were Kevin Trigon, the villain, and his partner Aaron Adams. And Kevin Trigon put up one hell of a fight against those 2 guys, and pretty much said after the match that neither one of these guys could take him one-on-one. And so that spawned this match here. Kevin Trigon, which is made by Darth Barton, and the villain, who was made by Jesse Beanbag.
A loaded baked potato match. I could get into that.
Yeah, last week, Trigon put up a hell of a fight. It was down, as you said, Chris. It was down to him versus both members of Evil, and despite everything, he put up a hell of a fight.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Okay, I'm trying to make sense of what Allie just said. Mother trucker dude had hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
I'm not sure.
I was leaving that one for you to try to figure out.
I took one for the commentary team.
I'm glad you volunteered as tribute.
It's what I do. It's what I do as mod of operations.
From Annapolis, Maryland.
It's very important,
Weighing
Tyler.
in at 266
Here we see Trigun.
pounds, Fisher,
I think one of the most innovative as far as his moveset goes. And I think, you know, I'm not going to lie, I believe him when he says that neither member of Evil will be able to could take him on one-on-one. I mean, after we saw it last week, it's hard to deny this man's talents.
Yep. Now, after the match over on the Twitter, if you guys follow us over there, Evil was claiming that they were just toying with him. But, you know, we have the video proof. He definitely seemed to be legit kicking out of those holds and moves. So.
Right.
Yeah, they definitely seemed to be trying last week. And, you know, took them a while before they actually managed to get the 1, 2, 3. Now, how many lanterns do we have backstage?
It's the same one.
Oh.
That's why the lights
I
are off,
didn't
so you
realize.
can't tell.
That's very, very shrewd thinking.
Peel back the
I
curtain.
didn't realize they were willing to share it, but hey, you know, good for them. Sharing is caring.
That's right.
There you go.
And the villain shares that Combo Pack Championship with his partner, Aaron Adams. First ever Combo Pack champions here in SPWF. Allie says you weren't supposed to tell them.
I know.
Top secret.
Breaking kayfabe. Damn it.
That's why we can't have nice things. Also because we're broke.
Well, mostly because we're broke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or
She
entirely
doesn't.
because we're broke.
Allie says she doesn't care.
For now.
Yeah, for now. But we'll see. We'll see here tonight in this. What would you say it was Falls Count Anywhere?
Yep, falls count anywhere.
If Evil really was, you know, if they were really quote unquote toying with Trigun, see if A, if the kid gloves are off, and B, if they really can back up that talk. Yes, behind the potato skins.
Yep.
says Kid Kat.
We peel that skin back and let you see what's back there.
Pay no attention to the potato behind the skins.
These are not the potatoes you're looking for. I could never stop caring.
Nope.
That's why, you know, the reason why, you know, he cares, which is why we have this federation to begin with.
Exactly.
Trigun has something to prove here tonight. A big back suplex.
It'll be my demise.
Well, as long as you know that going in.
Yep.
Here we see the villain trying to get that quick submission, but then Trigun breaks out of it and gets right back in. I think the villain has something else to prove too. To prove that, you know, they are as tough as they say. Prove that, you know, since they're affiliated with the entity, you know, like to lay their claim in SPWF.
Yeah, they definitely did a good job of it last week.
The villain countered that into a DDT. Just look at that. Choking the life out of Trigun. Going for the cover, but not even on 1 count. As we saw, it takes a lot more than that to keep Kevin Trigun down. Kevin Trigon of the Straight Edge Syndicate.
He can take a lot of punishment, this guy can.
But how much do these guys have left in them after last week's ridiculous four-way tag battle?
That's a very good point. What's the villain got planned? Oof, DDT right on the apron. Falls to anywhere, going for the cover.
The ref was anywhere nearby.
Ref decided
Wow.
taking the scenic route to that cover, and
After he
tossed
got
the
up
villain
out of his
window.
chair, ran around the whole entire ring once. Then he goes through the count.
I mean, it's not the first time we've seen this from the ref, not just tonight either. But
That's true.
Big slam on those
That's
pallets.
damn true.
It looked like Trigon was feeling it now.
Trigon should have been going for the pin right there.
Blocking that right hand.
Almost took the ref out.
Would that have been a bad thing, though?
No, not really. Maybe
Well, it
we
might have
could've
been
gotten a
if
better
they.
one.
It might have been bad if they were trying to go for a cover, though.
True.
That's true.
Because it's not like we got a backup.
No, we have one ref. He works all night.
Now Trigon taking the trip over those pallets.
You know, we get what we pay for here at the SPWF, so.
Yeah, we don't
we
actually
don't pay-
pay the refs.
Alright.
But we do have the finest hot dogs on Twitch, so that should count for something, right?
Alright. Hey, he counts when he wants to.
I guess that's what we get for only offering him hot dogs.
Yep.
All right, Allie.
We'll miss
Thanks
you.
for stopping by.
See you later,
I'll
Allie.
keep you posted on Matt and Riley.
Big slam from Trigon. Looks like he's setting up the villain. Right in the back of that neck. Going for the cover. This could be it.
Wow. 2.5.
Again, because the ref was fairly far away, that might have cost Trigon. Looks like he's trying to set up again now.
I think he's from the white school of staying well out of harm's way.
Oh, this gotta be on the pallets. Wow. Villain kicks out of back-to-back finishers on the pallets.
The ref
Amazing.
still was pretty far away. All right, we're
That
going
is
for
true.
another one.
But Villain gets out of that. You're right, Raven. I have to. Wait a minute. What's spinning STO from the villain onto those pallets? Ref in better position this time. That's 2. Oof,
Still a
2
kick out.
7/8.
That was close.
Going back to what I was saying, Raven, you might be right. That ref just out of position, taking a lot of precious time in those counts.
He's
back in the
repeatedly
ring.
out of position tonight.
Back in the ring. Oh, it's Trigon maybe going for a dirty pin.
Yep.
Falls to anywhere. It was legal, but not enough to stop the villain. Ooh, big Michinoku driver from Trigon. What's he got here? Oh, almost looks like a Cobra clutch and like crossface sort of thing. I might have to tap out. The villain gets out of it.
Barely.
That was a very unique submission. It looked like a T-bone suplex. Going for the cover. 2 count. As I said before, Trigon is very unique, innovative offense. We saw it right there with that submission. That submission attempt. But the villain, big senton off the ropes, and then just slamming Trigun's arm in the ring.
Trigun counters out of it.
Onto the apron.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what the? Let's see. Oof,
Wow.
Now they're both busted open.
exploder suplex, and that, like you said, busts open. I believe it was the villain. For the third time, that's gotta be it. It's gotta be it for Trigun.
The ref was right there for that one.
Yeah, he was. And there you go.
Trigun. Proving he can back up his talk. Beats the villain in one-on-one action.
Yep. He said that he could beat either one of them one-on-one, and that's exactly what he came in here and did.
That's got to be good momentum for the Straight Edge Syndicate. Maybe one step closer to a future combo pack title opportunity.
Hey guys, Sheamus here.
Hey, what's up, Shane?
Hey, Shane.
Go ahead, Tyler. We'll let you do the honors.
Do what honors?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, Shane's here.
Tell him
Shane,
about
you missed
everything.
so you missed a lot of good action so far, including. I don't know if I want to spoil it, because if we want to get that reaction, you know what I mean. Should I just say it anyway?
I think you should.
Yeah.
Shane, you missed your boy, the champ David King, lose to Dwight Fairfield
Clean.
decisively.
1, 2, 3, center of the ring.
Only took one of those whatever things Dwight does, that like weird, like I don't even know how to describe it. Everything Dwight does is weird. The point is, got him the win over the King.
Default generic finisher 7.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, our very own Raven made that Dwight, so.
I did, but I don't think that I went through and did a complete moveset for him.
There you go.
Cheller's is totally right. Does anyone know what Dwight does?
Right.
Besides exist and hide in lockers, no.
He's good at hiding. He's not so great at fixing things.
So, continuing with tag division stuff, it wasn't bullshit, Shane. You can watch it back. You can watch the tape back.
Meg didn't even help him.
Yeah, Meg was there, but she,
She just
couldn't get
let-
involved.
She
let
clapped
David
for
King
him once,
lose.
if that counts for anything.
Yeah, here we continuing sort of in the tag division. We have the two teams that were eliminated first. Raging Yuffie, hello, welcome. The two teams that were eliminated first in that Fatal 4-Way tag combo pack championship match. We have Blood Money versus the Silence.
Blood
What's
Money
up,
is
Raging?
such a good name.
Welcome, buddy.
Thank you. It wasn't my first choice, but I'm glad it worked out.
I would love to hear what your other choices were.
Nah, I'll say another time.
Okay.
But here we see Blood Money. Like I said before, this team and the Silence were the first two eliminated from last week's Combo Pack Championship match. A win here is much needed for both of them to get back on the right track.
Shane claims that David cannot be beaten straight up 1v1.
Well, I mean, he was, unless you want to count that Meg Thomas being in his corner somehow cost him the match. And if you are going to claim that, that's not a good sign for your new alliance of David and Meg Thomas. So you might want to think about what side you want to take with that.
Shane claims that Dwight has to be juicing before the match.
The White just wanted to prove himself. I think that
All he needed.
he definitely made a point to the champ. Hopefully the champ can respect that.
Chellers makes a great point. Even the great have a bad day.
Very true, Chellers.
Hopefully for one of these two teams, even the it'll be even the bad has a good day. These two teams, bad start, last week. As we saw, the Demon Storm hasn't had a lot of luck these last few weeks. Even before tag team Blood Money started, and then as we've seen also, the Whisper hasn't been really getting it done either, or even longer.
Yeah, some of these guys are just on losing streaks. I know all about it.
Yeah, that's right. You do, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Shane is calling for a hashtag drug test Dwight.
All right, I will do that.
At a combined weight
Even though we have no policy against such things.
Well, look at that. The results are in, and they say that he beat David King. How about
Absolutely.
that? We
Sorry, Shane.
have silence.
Saw
Well,
the
Shane. Yeah, the lantern making its way around backstage. Well, Shane, even though David King might have lost tonight, you still have hope with your other client, JB Williams, here tonight.
And the most used prop in SPWF goes to the lantern.
It's true. It's totally true.
More than the ladders or the tables is the lantern.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about the lantern getting destroyed.
Very true.
And Shane, at least it wasn't for the title. David King is still champion. So we don't have
That's
to worry
true.
about that.
We didn't have a cash in, luckily, because he took a whooping.
And although it might give Dwight, title opportunity down the line. We'll see. Yeah, Kathleen says that even she considered using the lantern.
It's a nice lantern.
Cheller says that we're making her already want to make more people for the roster. Well, hey.
Well, Chellers, like I told everyone, you can make one male and one female, so you're definitely more than welcome to make another.
This is Extreme Rules, and $50 Five Guy looked to be going for a weapon, but then the Whisper cut him off. We have Demon Storm and JB Williams in the ring. So anything goes in Extreme Rules, but pinfall and submission do have to occur inside the ring.
Now, are technically there two legal men, or is this like a tornado type of all for one, one for all?
I think everyone was in the ring when it started, so I believe it's tornado style.
Okay.
Big reverse DDT from JB Williams, and following over the leg drop. Meanwhile, Whisper throwing a $50 Five Guy into the post.
Thank you for the host, Shame.
Raging Yuppie, how does this work? I'm assuming you mean the match. Tornado style, so both men are legal. First one to gain pinfall or submission inside the ring is the victor. And Jay Williams with that cover on Demon Storm, but not enough. Here comes $50 Five Guy trying to come to the aid of his partner.
Or if the question was about how does this federation work, you're more than welcome to create your own character and join us for all of this fun.
That's right, and if you don't have WWE 2K19 and you have a PlayStation, we can share play, and I can let you build one right here on my PlayStation. So you can message me about that. We can talk about it offline.
Looks like the Silence firmly control this match so far.
Yes, they definitely have been.
It is hella fun, Chellers. You are so right.
It definitely is lots of fun.
Big clothesline from a Five Guy to the Whisper. A few weeks ago, $50 Five Guy beat the Whisper. Twist of Fate. Beat the Whisper in singles action, but maybe it looks like he might not win this one. But he kicks out at Twist of Fate. Demon Storm just decking the Whisper.
Doesn't look like anyone's getting counted out or forced out of the ring, so I'm assuming this is just a free-for-all.
Yeah, it's free for all. No DQ, no countouts, pinfall submission in the ring. Big DT from the Whisper. Jamie Williams looking to pick the bones. 2.
They're all simulated. We let the computer run it out, so it's fair.
Kick out from.
Because some of us are really not good at the game.
Or don't even have the game.
So everyone is on a level playing field here.
Looks like Blood Money coming back into this. Scoop slam to Jay Williams. What's
he got?
Guy? That lazy elbow. Going for the cover.
Where'd that chair
Whisper
come from?
breaks it up.
Demon Storm just grabbed it from under the ring.
It just like appeared there.
$50 Five Guy up top. What's he doing?
What a move. Looks like it hurt him too.
Going for the cover.
Whisper for the
Whisper
save.
right there. Whisper was right there. Demon Storm unable to prevent Whisper from breaking up, but was in perfect position to break up that pin. Whisper. Well, what's Demon Storm got? Ooh. Electric chair. Gets the Whisper out of the ring. This is the time for Blood Money to capitalize, if they can. JB Williams. I don't know. Everyone seems. Demon Storm firing up. Flurry of offense. $50 Five Guy just admiring his work. And Demon Storm going for the cover. 2, 3. Oh, Whisper not quick enough to stop that pin.
Well, Shame tells us he has word from David King. David King just called him and said he underestimated Dwight and that he got surprised. He also wanted to remind Shame to have him tell us that he's still the champ, and when all the taters are on the line, no one will take that championship from him.
Nice.
As if we need to be reminded that he was champion. But
I'm pretty sure David
anyway.
King doesn't take a breath without reminding us that he's champion.
I think it's like the first thing he says when he wakes up in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, I'm champion. Also, good morning.
Oh, that 450 splash from $50 Five Guy.
And there's Queen Bee Jazz.
Oh, welcome,
Hey,
Queen.
Queen Bee. We did see.
Kathleen, that was me that said Shame would say it.
Are your winners, Sky and
Blood Money picking up the win.
Storm.
In their first win as a tag team. Demon Storm finally getting some momentum on his side. Very. Look at that. Look at these two celebrating that win.
They're becoming best pals.
Well,
I think.
maybe. But they don't need to be best pals because they just need to win. That's all that really matters, and that's what they did here tonight. Meanwhile, Whisper, whether in singles or tag team action, his woes continue. Queen Bee, yeah, it's me. I'm Tyler, along with Chris as always, and Raven here tonight.
Star-studded cast this evening.
What was that?
I don't know what the hell that was. Sound like a
My phone
foghorn.
vibrated.
Oh, another.
That was a text from Jenny.
That's fantastic. Hi, Jenny.
Yes, Raging Youth. He's talking to the wall as he does it, as David King does it. When he wakes up. looks in the wall and just says, "Yep, I'm champion. I'm still champion."
I would guess from him it's more like a mirror.
Sleeping next
counting
to
his
that could be
abs.
risky. Yeah, very well. That very well could be true. Our next match, you have the champ, Queen Potato Cat, taking on Valerie in a tables match. I'm just glad that VIT's not in this match.
For his own safety.
Exactly, because as we've seen, table matches are not his thing.
Keep in mind, there's the Miss Potato in the sack out there just waiting for an opportunity to swoop in and steal this belt from the champ. So if the champ takes the table, we could see a quick cash in right here.
That would be a really smart move on JJ's part.
For those who don't know, JJ is Miss Potato in the Sack. She holds the Potato in the Sack contract, which allows her to have a title match pretty much anytime, any place she wants, up to a year. So she's in a very enviable position, having essentially practically guarantees a title change. But we'll see if she wants to do that tonight. Here we see the champ, Queen Potato Cat.
That shining, glorious belt.
Keep in mind that the AI can cash in for the players if they choose. And also, if the creator tells me in enough time, I can pause it and do a cash in at any spot. But you got to be here in chat, and you got to tell me. Or obviously, if you're on commentary, Tyler, if you want to use it, you could just shout it out and we get it done.
Huh. I wish I knew that, about like an hour ago.
And her opponent from Transylvania, V.
Kathleen says that I hope not, as in I hope JJ doesn't cash in. I have a match type I want to use to defend with. And Raging Yuffie feels bad that he doesn't even know who that is. Well, it's after this broadcast is over, feel free to go through the archives and catch up. It's, some good entertainment to be had for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
You're Valerie, the self-described vampire, and she's won a tables match in the past, so she might have the advantage over Kat, our champion. But we'll see. Kat is it's not easy to beat Kat, I'll tell you that. Scatic cat tat.
No, right now Kat has a huge bullseye on her back for everyone in SPWF.
Absolutely. Everyone wants to be champion. And so when you're the champion, everyone's gunning for you.
So, Shame can't wait to get back on commentary to set us all straight regarding David King.
And I've gotten word that the Kat here, she wants to defend her title in a match next week. So
interesting.
We're gonna get
not
that set up.
Not very often that a champion is willing to just give away title matches like that. But anyway, what Shane said was, keep talking, but the fact remains that the king is still your champ. I guess he meant whether you like it or not. I can't wait to get back on commentary, set the chat straight. Y'all like to make my ears burn when I'm not around. Hey, we waited until you were here. We waited until you were actually here.
It's true.
Record. Anyway, back to the match. Valerie brings in the table, but then gets a Hurricane Rana for her troubles.
Oh.
Head ramming the head right into the underside of that table, right into the metal legs. That had to hurt.
I wonder if the self-proclaimed king there would put his belt up for matches so easily as Kat would like to.
Probably not.
So, Kat has mentioned that she would like to put the belt on the line next week. Did she mention who she's going to put it up against?
I'll check the top contender after this
Okay.
week's matches get calculated in.
I didn't know if she was going to choose someone or what the situation
Nah,
was.
she doesn't have it. She could choose to defend her match, but she's gonna get it against the top contender.
Gotcha.
Not gonna pick and choose some easy mark to beat up on and say I
Oh,
defended
wait a
my
minute, this
belt.
might be it for Kat.
Holy crap!
Oh, wow.
Just
All
wow,
right,
we were
Valerie,
too busy.
again.
We were talking about Shane and David King and future title matches. This match just kind of came and went.
Yeah.
Getting the relatively quick win over Valerie, that power bomb
Short
through the
work
table.
of Valerie.
Yep, she
Well, I mean, if
definitely
that-
did.
You know, here we were questioning her decision to just essentially give away a title match next week, and I think
Now
this
it makes
proves that
total
she has
sense.
nothing to worry about. She has nothing to worry about. She can make relatively short work of someone like Valerie like that.
She hasn't won very many matches, to be honest. She went through the tournament to win the belt initially, and then she won the belt back after she lost it. They're the only matches that she's won. So this is a big win for her, and she's excited about that.
Hey, that's more matches than I've won, so I mean, really, she's doing great.
Touche.
It's true, going through that tournament wasn't easy.
But definitely good momentum going into that title defense next week.
Jenny's back.
Yay, Jenny. The
Jenny,
Chellers,
now would not be a good time to cash in.
No, I would say it would not be a good time to cash in.
hold on to that briefcase for at least another week. And the Chellers sounds good, will still be here, most likely.
Is this our main event?
This is our main event.
All right, Matt Montgomery versus very important Tyler in an Iron Man match.
So how long is this Iron Man match anyway?
I think Iron Man matches are 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Are they 20 by default? Because I think, I'm pretty sure you can change the length.
I didn't even realize.
Okay, then.
It's whatever the default is.
Hopefully they'll have like a little timer in the corner so we know.
Yeah.
Jenny, you got your pin. What number are you?
Nice, Jenny.
And also, what did you buy?
But VIT winning that potato in the sack contract last week, and Matt Montgomery, you know, if there was like a second place, he probably would have came in second for that because he was that close to pulling it down himself. But last wasn't in the cards. Number 29. What happens if the top contender is the potato in the sack holder? Can they cash in after losing the match? Asks Kathleen.
I mean, they can cash it at any time, so if they wanted to try and after they got their ass kicked to try again, they could. I'm not sure that would be very smart.
Unless JJ were like to just in her first match, you know, hypothetically speaking, she could like get herself disqualified in that first match, just lay down a beating on Kat and then cash in.
That's very true.
Good point.
Although JJ doesn't seem like that kind of person, to be honest.
That's definitely something I would do.
Yeah, something Ravenstone might do, or like maybe one of British Aggression, but not JJ.
She's just a good girl.
Haichu, I guess that's what she bought.
Living in a
Oh, I love Haichu.
world.
Did you get the mango ones? They're so delicious.
We have Matt Montgomery, made by, managed by Ty's Dilly, who was here earlier. Or am I, says Jenny.
She is. Don't let her fool you.
Well, I mean, you know, people have done stranger things when it came to the title, so who knows? She had to go to an Asian.
The Asian market has all the best flavors. I forgot that I have them actually. They're still downstairs.
Kathleen says, I don't see the person I'm defending against being able to get disqualified.
Oh, interesting. Challenge accepted.
They receive VIT with the contract.
He's very proud of it.
I didn't realize there were contract entrances. I guess I should have. I should have known.
It's a pretty sweet
Showing
briefcase.
off to everybody. It is.
Someone worked hard on that, it looks like.
That hard work definitely paid off.
Looks like they dropped
Yeah,
the briefcase a few times, though.
It does look a little beat up, but I mean, I'm sure it was in the discount lot.
I found it in a dumpster.
That wouldn't surprise
VIT,
me.
VIT similar to JJ, you know, that Potatoes in the SAT contract has the opportunity to cash in for a title match whenever he wants, up to a year. Code breaker right off the bat. There we saw
15 minutes on the timer. Yep.
Code breaker by VIT, but then a dragon screw from Matt Montgomery.
Jenny wants to know if they dumpster dove at a craft store to get the materials to make those briefcases.
Ooh, bad idea to taunt by Matt Montgomery. VIT punching him with a dragon suplex.
I
And,
check all
as
the
I said
dumpsters in the strip mall each week.
As I said before, the contract is not on the line. A nice Russian leg sweep by Matt Montgomery. And the rules of an Ironman match is whoever has the most decisions within the 15 minutes, they win the match.
I'm assuming this
Montgomery.
counts as pinfalls, submissions, etc.
Pinfalls or submissions, yes.
Okay.
So no disqualifications, no countouts.
Right.
Matt Montgomery trying to get those, very smart strategy, just trying to get a pinfall whenever he can. VIT, ooh, that modified GTS. What's he got? A camel clutch. Gets out. I think Montgomery was too close to the ropes. Ooh, another code breaker.
Well, maybe there is
VIT
countouts as well.
taunting.
He's counting.
Oh, so yeah, I guess maybe there is. And these guys might want to get back in the ring.
13 minutes left on the clock.
Big elbow to the bridge of the nose. Going for the cover. That somehow didn't count as a rope break, so I don't know how that works. I don't really know how the rope. Oh, I think VIT might have been going for like some sort of cutter, but Montgomery gets out of it. Face first into the knee. That might be it. Oh, VIT kicks out at 2.
Still a little early yet to, I think, get a 3 count on either of these two fighters.
The crowd started obnoxiously counting down for the match like we did for Ziggler and Rollins. I sure hope not.
I hope not too. So
Depends on if it's tied or
Montgomery's
not.
setting up.
Oh!
let's say the current potato contract holder is having a title match against the current champion. If the challenger wins, they win the title, and they still have the contract. So they could lose the title in a match and immediately cash back in to win their championship back.
In
correct?
theory, yep.
Okay.
VIT blocking a suplex. Suplex of his own onto Montgomery. Cutter not quite out of nowhere, but still just as effective onto Matt Montgomery. He's going for the cover. be enough to get score the first pinfall. No, not quite.
Close, really close.
Montgomery, we saw with two big moves, came close to pinfall twice, but not quite enough. Montgomery slips out of whatever VIT was trying to do and drives the face into the knee again.
Setting up for a finisher.
That would spice up Money in the Bank, wouldn't it, Jenny?
That modified code breaker from Montgomery. I mean, this has to be the first pinfall right here. Oh no, VIT kicks out.
Wow.
VIT, as we've seen, unless there's a table involved, usually a big Michinoku driver. Usually, unless there's a table involved, he is a fighter. He doesn't go down that easily. Throw whips Montgomery into the corner.
Whoa, that was neat.
Big springboard punch followed by the drop kick. He's firing up. Big stomp. Going for that cutter again, but Montgomery gets out of it. Big neck breaker from Matt Montgomery. Jenny wants to see someone hold the title and the briefcase. That would be interesting. Montgomery hits it again. That face into the knee. That has to be it.
2 count
That's
only.
sort of the scenario I was just describing.
Wow. Matt Montgomery just can't put VIT down for the 10 count. Well, speaking of 3 count, but doing those 10s. He's
really
firing
excited.
out.
Wow.
I mean, Matt Montgomery has to be wondering what he has to do just to get one pinfall. And we're under 9 minutes in this match. Time is running out. I will give this big DDT. I will give this to Montgomery. He seems to be countering just about everything VIT tries to do. Spinning, busts open VIT, goes straight for the cover. This has to be it.
There's our first pinfall.
First pinfall goes to Matt.
Goes to after so many tries. Big reverse DDT. It looks like he wants to keep his foot on the gas here. Just keep it moving. Keep the offense going. That's a good strategy.
Here comes another finisher setting up. Wow.
Ooh, huge cutter.
Code breaker. Another cover. That 2.
Oh, kicked out.
Kick out that time.
VIT does not want to have to go down 2-0 with less than 8 minutes to go.
Man, that wound on his forehead is bleeding pretty bad.
All these shots to the face, not surprised.
Oh, ref down.
Ref collateral damage. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Oh, some weird, a big belly to belly though. But VIT needs the ref to beat up, because if he tries to tie this thing and the ref is down, that's going to be bad.
Yeah,
It looks
good
like
point.
VIT's setting up. Oh, he has him up.
So the ref is stirring.
Burning hammer. Ref is back up.
Just in
For the
time.
best possible. And going for that cover. 2.
Oh, 2 count. Matt kicks
Just-
out.
Close.
Just got the
Elsie.
Elsie.
Hello, Elsie.
Just got the shoulder up.
Elsie.
He's best. Elsie number 1. Clap, clap.
High flying.
Big splash from VIT.
Big splash. Huge.
I don't know why he didn't go for the cover right there, but allows Matt Montgomery to get back up. Man, is there anything else this guy has other than that?
Listen, you don't
He's done
change
that.
what works.
Yeah, but that's like the 4th or 5th time he's done it and still hasn't gotten a 3 count.
Just really, really needs it, that's all.
He's setting up for that code breaker again, that modified code breaker. Yeah,
Wow.
there it is.
Blood all over VIT's chest
Has
now
to
as
be.
well.
Has to give him a 2-0 lead right there. It has to.
Yep.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Pat Montgomery's up 2-0, then follows up, trying to get a quick. Oh no! Wait, yes, going for another quick pin.
Wow! He almost had it.
Kicks out. Smart strategy by Montgomery. I had to applaud the attempt. Now he's comfortably in the lead. He's taking some time to brag.
We are just over 5 minutes remaining.
VIT, he needs to. He can't afford to taunt here. He needs to. What's this? Danger high voltage. Big electric chair drop. Chellers is back.
Chellers.
Welcome back, Chellers.
VIT needs to start either just try to pin or submit Matt Montgomery here, because he has less than 5 minutes to tie this up. Here we go. Big fireman's carry slam, it looked like there from Montgomery. Another shot to the face. Very important. Tyler spilling that very important blood. VIT losing VIB.
Setting up.
He looks tired now.
She had to go, Jenny.
Montgomery slipping out whatever VIT was trying. Oh, there's that.
Wow.
Cover again.
Lazy pin that time.
Kind of hesitate on that cover, but
Can't believe.
I think VIT kicked out just at the last second.
I can't believe VIT's standing at all with all that blood loss.
Yeah.
He's
He's going to need to go to a medical facility.
I don't even know how to describe what this is. I mean, just pulling on the leg of VIT.
Stretching out those hamstrings.
Under 4 minutes. VIT has to do something now. And I would, if I was him, I would just try to go for some covers. Here we go.
Here we go. Dirty cover.
Leverage. Only a 2 count. Big Nishinoku driver. But wow.
Wow.
Montgomery no selling it.
Wow. Got right up out of that.
Came back with
Amazing.
a hell of a lariat.
Oh no. VIT kicking out. That too.
Yeah, unfortunately for Allie, she's missing this. I don't think unless, she doesn't need to know about this match. Pretty sure she specifically requested that we don't tell her about it, unless the VIT wins. I'm pretty sure she said that. The big reverse DDT.
Kelsey and Kathleen make great points that Tyler is a very neat bleeder and there is no blood transferred to Matt or to the mat.
He is a very neat person. Big, just working the submission on VIT. You might have to tap out. Be down 3-0.
Oh man.
2.5 minutes remain.
And not only is it dealing damage, but it's also wasting time for VIT for potential comeback. Big atomic drop.
Uh-oh. What's he doing? Taunting or setting up for something huge?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Definitely both.
Oh. VIT counters.
VIT counters out of
Oh, now Matt's broken open.
big cutter going straight for the cover. That's got to at least get him on the board.
There you go. 2-1. One for Tyler.
There's one. He's got 1 minute 48 seconds to try again.
Big
Tie
belly
it
to
up.
belly.
He's wiping blood out of his eyes. He can't barely see, I'm guessing.
Oh, setting up for the burning hammer.
He's going to tie it up
Drive.
just like that.
Top.
Get that pin.
Get him away from the ropes. Cover. Come on, that's got to tie it up.
Oh, 2 count.
Only 2. So close.
Wasted too much time having to drag him from the ropes.
I think we're going to have some more injury reports coming out of this week's show. My goodness.
1 minute remains.
Oh! Got his knees up.
He's up.
Oh no.
VIT went to the well too many times, and it cost him there.
Into the turnbuckles.
Big
Powerbomb right into
bomb.
the turnbuckles. Going for the cover off of that. 2.
How did
VIT
he
kicks
kick
out.
out?
going similar to VIT before, maybe dragging from the ropes, costing him some precious seconds. Driving him into the knee again. Seriously, this guy has nothing else.
Tyler's going to bleed to death in the middle of the ring here.
Counter.
Elsie's holding a gore, gore, gore sign in the front row.
Cutter. He has to cover him.
3 seconds. Oh, now it's too late. He should have covered. And your winner of the
2-1
Iron Man match, Matt Montgomery.
Here is your winner.
That's
Wow.
right, no highlights.
Montgomery.
Well, the important thing here is Tyler still has the briefcase.
Very true. I was just about to say that, Raven. Despite what this, quite frankly, meaningless match says, VIT is still a potato and sack contract holder. Hey, it's
Hey,
Lyra.
what's up, Lyra? Welcome. Thanks for popping in.
Oh,
You,
he's happy to
you
have
did- yeah, I mean, you missed a lot of good matches, but this wasn't one of them, so you could just ignore it.
At least my streak didn't continue this week.
That's true.
We'll put that to the test in an exhibition match.
Ah, shoot.
Just had to tempt him.
Yep, that's it. Let's see what our news says first, shall we? I won't
like
post the
news.
news until I finalize. And I won't finalize till we're ready.
Everyone but Dwight was the names on the left of the card, says Kathleen.
Nice.
These are the stats we need.
So, Raven, what type of match would you like to see? What's your stipulation?
I don't know, give me a false count anywhere match.
Falls count anywhere match.
Does she get to pick her opponent?
No.
Well, I mean, you got to pick a match at least.
Because,
Are you doing what I think you're gonna do?
no, Tyler gets to pick your opponent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, how about that? Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that pig. I feel like I kind of have to. So it can be anybody on this this created list?
Any of the created females, yep.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Just cycling through for you.
Sorry, Elsie, I didn't mean to almost murder you. Elsie almost choked on her food seeing the pig.
I know she's not a wrestler in SPWF anymore, but why not? Let's see Morningstar. I miss seeing her in action.
Oh, exhibition match between the manager and Raven. Woohoo.
Pick Queen. Oh, sorry, Queen. I just saw that now. I'm sure we'll see it like next week.
You've ruined it, Tyler.
Yeah, that's me. I ruin everything. This is my last week on commentary, guys.
That's definitely not true.
I'm going back to chat.
Oh, I should have turned that on. I didn't even think. Oh, with False Count Anywhere, we're not allowed to add managers.
Oh, well, that's silly.
Because he actually is set up as her manager, as a matter of
That would have
fact,
been
Lyra.
precious.
But False Count
Wait,
Anywhere, they
wait a
don't
minute.
let the managers come down to the ring.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Lyra has really cute gear.
Yes, I love
I like
that.
the
gear.
color of it.
And Erie, Pennsylvania.
This would have been good for like Valerie or for like Nocturne or something.
For a hometown?
I mean, just because they're in this town for this match, they seem like appropriate superstars to have in it.
It's true.
The Princess Ray Van Storm.
Here we have our special dark match of the week: Raven Storm versus Morning Star. So Raven, what does your client have to do to snap her long losing streak?
I don't even have a good answer for that. She just seems to keep hitting rut after rut after rut.
My guess would be win.
Right, that would be ideal.
That's a bold strategy there, Chris. Maybe it'll pay off for her.
I mean, what better way to break a losing streak than by winning?
Maybe she needs a really sweet tag team partner, just like Kurt Hawkins did.
Right.
Maybe.
Funny you should say that. I am finished designing the women's belt.
Oh.
Spoiler alert.
That's going to be interesting.
In the upcoming weeks, there's
really
going to be 4 women's tag teams.
I'm excited to see what teams those are going to be.
Jenny, if I'm channeling my inner Hawkins, I'm just going to continue to lose for 377 more matches.
Until she's in her hometown.
And I have a tag team partner.
Kathleen helped design them. That's cool. Elsie says, "Hey guys, is the game title set to Super Mario Odyssey for anyone else?"
Jenny,
I guess it is for Jenny.
And her opponent.
Yep, I changed the title, but I forgot to change the game. Oops.
Same.
This is a very weird edition of Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. No wonder we're not getting the
Digging-
viewers we usually get.
Oh, Liar's Gear is super cute.
They should be following anyway.
Right.
I'm digging the Chris Jericho entrance stuff, like the video and all that.
Jenny will be the rider to my Hawkins anytime. That's what best friends do.
But Raven, this might be what Raven Storm could use to snap her losing streak. I mean, all due respect to Morningstar, but she hasn't had a match in forever. She's a manager now, so maybe that will be the edge to help. That she needs to help get a victory.
Maybe.
Yeah, false advertising, says Elsie.
I'm working on it.
They're gonna shut us down.
Lyra claims she's got the ring rust.
That's what I was saying. It's possible.
I'll take a ring rust over a losing streak any day.
As many would. I think it was like Morningstar's first match since the tournament, and maybe like after the tournament, like right after the tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she went
maybe.
full-time manager for the Whisper right after the tournament.
I really wish we could
Manager for
have
the
mixed
Whisper,
tag
and now
matches.
isn't that an option in this game?
It is
should be.
not. There is no
What?
men and women on the same team as a tag
That
team.
is. Wow, so we're really going backwards in these WWE games.
Well, hopefully by next year, because of the mixed match challenge, maybe that'll be in the next game.
The information has been successfully updated.
Yay!
Hooray!
Now it says
Uh,
WWE 2K19. But you may have to refresh to see that.
So this is all they needed mixed match challenge mode. I don't see why they wouldn't. Why they currently don't. I mean, I guess mixed match mixed tag matches haven't really been a thing. Like there was an absence before mixed match challenge came back, if I can speak. But yeah, I don't see why they would take that out of the game, just because they're not doing it a lot on TV. But anyway,
Lyra going for the pin, showing that she is still relevant, and how she earned that manager title by being such a good wrestler.
And I do notice that this referee is far more on the ball than the referee for the entire show all night.
Yeah, I think I'll hire this guy.
He's
I
gonna
hope he
cost
likes
us
hot
some money,
dogs.
though.
I hope he likes hot dogs.
Hot dogs are pretty good. Look at the submission from Ravenstorm.
Wow, vicious.
I thought I saw Morningstar tapping out for a second. It was actually her getting out of it. Morningstar proving that her being a manager was not, it was a choice. It wasn't because she couldn't wrestle anymore. She chose
No,
to.
she's still more than capable.
She chose to manage for the Whisper.
Yep, absolutely. Still fantastic in the ring. And outside the ring here, technically.
Now
It's
we'll
a
go back
false
in.
count anywhere match. Back in the ring though. Big elbow. Yes, Kathleen will be playing Odyssey tomorrow at 1 o'clock on this channel,
That's right.
as she is saying in chat.
Swinging neck breaker.
Yeah, they
Big
definitely need the Mixed Max
DDT.
Challenge, though. I agree. I think everyone wants to see that.
Big DDT to the leg of Morningstar. And it
Setting
looks
up
like
for something.
Raven. This might be it for Raven. Finally snapped that losing streak.
Scratch glass DDT.
That might be it. Oh, Morningstar.
Nope.
Yes, 2K20 MMC mode. I dig it.
I think we need to get on the Twitter and demand that from 2K.
Right. Also, we need to be able to port all these wrestlers over, so,
Yeah, I don't want to have to remake everything,
right.
but I will.
Big reverse STO from Morningstar. Raven was kind of just admiring her own work in the corner, or allowing Morningstar to cover.
Had to have a moment of reflection.
Now, Morningstar with this comeback.
Wow.
Big
Wow,
flurry of
that
offense.
dropkick was beautiful.
Uh-oh, but Ravenstorm getting that playing possum maybe got
So
a 2
close with
count
that
on
roll-up.
Morningstar.
I love Morningstar's hair. It's lovely.
Big white noise from Raven there. Now she's setting up maybe for another scratch class DDT.
Countered by Morningstar.
Uh-oh.
Into the Boston Crab.
Wow.
Elsie
Kicked
says,
out.
could you imagine having to remake the entire roster?
Considering all
not.
the things I've made, I'd rather not think about that.
Now just stomping away on the hands of Morningstar.
Raven is part of our creative team here at SPWF.
I make things.
Kathleen says that her character will look different, and I guess Morningstar is Lyra's calling Morningstar's Boston Crab the Hermit Crab.
I like it.
I currently have issues with Hermit Crab. You hurt my goblin friend.
Dropping the ropes. Dropping arms on the ropes. Another white noise. Raven has been in control of this match for the most part. Well,
Oh,
big
except for right
counter by Morningstar. Just dropping Morningstar. Dropping Raven face first. Now what's Lyra doing? Climbing up to the top rope. Looked like she was going for a swanton, but excuse me again, Ravenstorm getting out of the way.
Just barely.
It looked like she was going to go for like some sort of choke slam or something, but Morningstar got out of it. Chris seems to be going for Morningstar in chat.
I'll remember that.
Raven will remember that.
It's an achievement.
Kathleen says she wants to make a second girl. I'll let you work that out with Chris. Missed leg drop from Morningstar. Big head scissors face buster from Raven. How do you do the chant command? White noise from Raven. Kathleen, all you do is slash me and then space and then write whatever you want, and that's how you get the colored text in the chat. Raven setting up. Scratch class DDT. That has to be it.
That should be a real
Oh,
quick.
she kicks out again. Determination.
I cannot believe Morningstar kicked out of that. Between just the move that the offense that she's taken, another one. Okay, now that has to be it. Now that has to be it.
Morningstar's tough.
Wow.
The
It took
streak
a
is
lot
over.
for Raven to beat her.
Took 2 back-to-back DDTs after all, and that's even after all the offense Morningstar took.
Ray Van Storm.
What a match.
No, I'm Morningstar. I know she's enjoying her role with the Whisper, but she might want to consider getting back into the ring as a competitor because she put up
She's
a hell of a
good.
match.
I don't know if this counts as the streak being ended. I would like to think it does.
Oh, it was an exhibition match, but it was still a match.
That's true. It's been so long since I've seen my victory animation, I forgot what it looked like.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, so
Morningstar is the one who helped break the streak, or Raven Storm.
Yep, absolutely. And
It was
on that
close.
note, we are going to wrap up this week's installment.
Lyra, the Whisper, was in a tag match with JB Williams against Blood Money. Blood Money picked up the victory.
That was a good match as well. Extreme Rules tag match. And it looked like the Silence was going to pull it off. But then
It was
last
another
minute,
very,
Blood
very
Money
close match.
turned it around. Yep. It was a hell of a match.
Whisper was that close to breaking up the pin, but just too slow. Now you guys will turn it around, and I've been pulling for the Whisper. Whenever the Whisper isn't against one of my guys, I'm pulling for the Whisper to get a win. And like I said, I think Morningstar, I think she has a place in the women's division if you want her to have one.
Oh, absolutely. I know management would love to have her back in the ring. She's an amazing athlete. But we can respect that she wants to focus those energies on managing the Whisper. And now JB Williams as well as the tag team.
But you can always change your mind. I don't think there's no time limit on her coming back if you want her to come back.
Right. Offer's always open.
We'd be happy to have her back.
But is there anything else people want to say real quick before anyone in chat want to have a question before we wrap it up?
Questions, comments, anything like that? We've got a couple of minutes. Feel free to throw them out there. We'll do our best to answer.
Yes, Shane will be back, I believe, next week on commentary. So look forward to that, I guess.
Oh, definitely.
And,
Always fun with Shane.
We will have a women's championship match next week. It will be once Chris checks the rankings. It'll be announced who the challenger is.
Elsie, Meg just managed David King tonight.
And he managed David King in his match against Dwight. That Dwight won. Is Ashley Slashy going to join?
Are you working on that at the moment? Because, hey, if you want to submit Ashley Slashy, be my guest. That would be great.
That would be a riot.
I'd like that. Looks at the creative team. I think you forgot to add
Dwight won while Meg sat there and watched.
Just watched from afar.
Made sure she got out of Dwight's way a couple of times when they were outside the ring.
Didn't help David King one bit.
Well, to be fair, it was a normal match, so if she got caught attacking or whatever, it would have been a disqualification. I'm working on that. I can't really read that, but she can work on Ashy Slashy.
Cool.
Paulin Seppa, I think is that what it says. Alton Seppa. And Kathleen, I think you missed the slash me thing to make that text green. Or maybe you don't care. That's fine too.
What do you want to say?
Chris got it. All right.
That's why Chris is in charge.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, next week, Shane returning on commentary, women's championship match. Oh, there you go, Kathleen. Now you got it. And probably a bunch of other things in store. I am curious to see whether or not Dwight will, maybe not next week, but eventually maybe get a title match at David King's, excuse me.
He did pin the champ clean.
Yeah, he did. Very true.
With one finisher.
One crazy Dwight finisher.
Yep.
Which I think I understand is called Prove Thyself.
Maybe it is.
I hear you, Kathleen. I understand. Yeah, it's not a big deal whether you use a green text or not. I'm just letting you know the option is there if you want to use it.
I always forget about using it.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, everyone, thanks for stopping in, hanging out. Thank you for everyone who's submitted wrestlers.
Thank you for having us, Chris.
Appreciate it. Yeah, well, definitely thank you to my commentators for all the help.
Always a good time here.
Yep, I enjoy having you guys with me. I couldn't do it alone, that's for sure. Couldn't do it without you.
See you next time, everybody.
Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.